All right, let's take a look at this story about the super rich, which perhaps reinforces what many people think about them and their wealth. And this story comes partly from the Panama Papers, saying that people with more than $40 million or £31 million in assets evade 30% of their taxes on average. This according to a new study, compared to, I think this is 0.1% of households, compared to 2% of the poorer section of the population evading their taxes.
The question, Alpesh, is how much of your tax do you evade? We can work out then how much you've got.
None. Can we just get that on air? As an asset manager, we actually use, like all asset managers, we use offshore centres. The offshore centre we use is Luxembourg in the EU, and the reason for it is, and I want to put the other side to using offshore centres, which asset management companies, your pension fund will be using offshore centres because it wants to bring more money back to the United Kingdom and not leave it in those other countries.
But this is about households, this is about individuals.
This is about individuals who are criminals, and that's the separate side to offshore. So there's two sides to offshore, I want to make absolutely clear. The criminal side, why are there not more prosecutions? We are seeing some political leaders being prosecuted. Of course, what they're doing is they're putting, nobody ever puts their actual name. You can tell who the honest people are when their names turn up on offshore because they'll have their own name there. They'll put shell companies and all the rest of it. It is shocking, it's sad. There are criminal laws. There needs to be probably greater, dare I say it, work amongst the international community. Not going to get that, are we, given the tone set by the US. But that's probably what will lead to greater clamping down, so there's no hiding place, and cutting back all of these. But like I said, even Luxembourg's an offshore haven.